We begin tonight in West Columbia. That's where police are on the scene of a barricaded suspect at a hotel right off of I-26 near Lexington Medical Center.
We have team coverage tonight on what's happening out there and how the public is being impacted by all of this with that standoff. And we're going to begin our team coverage now with Peyton Lewis, who is live on the scene. Peyton?
JR, I'm here at the intersection of Sunset and Sunset Boulevard and Sunset Court, that is. And the sun has set here now. We have been waiting for about 3.5 hours for this barricaded suspect that we've been hearing about all day long. We're still unsure of the status of that. Law enforcement hasn't informed us either of the situation right now. We're still unsure if the barricaded suspect is still there. To our knowledge, that's still what's happening over at that hotel in West Columbia, that Hilton Garden Inn over near Rush's, across the street from Overstock Bins, very close in that area right there. And all of traffic was shut down for a while. Here where we're standing, traffic seems to be moving fine. Both lanes are moving to and from. This is connecting right before you get to I-26, and it seems like people are able to get on right now, but it wasn't like that earlier today. People were stalled all the way around here, and I did stop one couple and speak with them. Their names are Bill and Gina had a dental appointment to get to, and she was unable to at 3 o'clock today.
Thought it was a wreck or accident or something up here.
Have you ever seen traffic this bad on this side of town?
Not over here.
So traffic, like Bill said, he'd never seen it that bad over here on this side of West Columbia. They told me they don't come over here too often, just for medical appointments or to go out to eat every now and again. But they said they were shocked to hear about the situation near that hotel at Hilton Garden Inn today. Several people around town that I interacted with along the way today told me they heard the shots fired near the hotel. Several reports of that right now, but we are still waiting for law enforcement to come and confirm exactly what happened there at that Hilton Garden Inn. JR?
All right, so Peyton, they have not confirmed that shots have been fired out there, but have they said anything about why this man has barricaded himself inside that motel?
I was having a little bit of trouble hearing you there, JR, but I think you had mentioned something about the suspect staying barricaded. Now, at this point, to our knowledge, we believe that the suspect is still barricaded. We have not heard otherwise.
All right, Peyton, thank you. We don't know exactly, I don't think law enforcement have told us exactly why the man has barricaded himself inside the motel at this hour. That's actually the question I was trying to have answered there. As far as I know, they have not said.
They have not said anything. All of this started unfolding around 2 o'clock this afternoon. We have not gotten any additional information from law enforcement other than advising drivers to seek an alternate route and avoid that area. Neighborhoods in that area are going to be seeing lots of cars coming through this evening because those alternate routes include Hummingbird Drive, Seminole Drive, Whippoorwill Drive, and if you are along I-26, exit 111, which is Highway 1.
And with traffic being backed up in that area, Zoe Henry continues our team coverage to tell us exactly how traffic conditions are looking. We just got past the rush hour. Zoe, how's it looking out there right now?
JR, it doesn't seem like rush hour has really slowing down here. Traffic is still at a complete standstill. Now, everything is the opposite of where Peyton is right now. We're on the other side of it where we can see Lexington Medical down the street. Now, you see these orange and white signs. Road closure was just put out here during the 5:30 half hour, and that means it's not going to open up anytime soon. Now, we still have got West Columbia out here on the scene. We've got fire trucks, and I think more police cars have pulled up in just the past 10 minutes. Now, we have several parked cars here, and the traffic goes on for about a block or two down the street. Now, I did speak to someone a little bit earlier about waiting in line. Now, she said she had been waiting for an hour. She was taking her son to Lexington Medical Center for a brain procedure. Take a listen.
We can't get through. We're all way up here by Rush's, and we cannot get through. We've been out here for over an hour in traffic waiting. Somebody need to let us know what we need to do to try to get to our destination.
Like I said, I'm out here on 378 right in front of the Rushes. Now, Rushes said that they were never on lockdown. CBS says that they were never on lockdown either. But as I said, traffic is still stopped here. So don't come down 378. Before, it was a little bit easier to get around using 378. That's not a solution anymore. Traffic is a complete standstill. They're not letting anyone through. I'm in West Columbia. Zoe Henry, News 19, WLTX.
Zoe, thank you so much for that update. We are just now receiving information from the West Columbia Police Department, a bit of an update this evening. They're telling us, and now confirming, because we've heard from witnesses in that area, that the suspect did fire shots from the hotel room facing Sunset Boulevard. Again, all of this happening around 2 o'clock this afternoon. At least that's when we first got word of it into the information center. So that suspect, who is now held up in his hotel room, according to law enforcement, did fire shots from that hotel room facing Sunset Boulevard.
And we're getting this live on the air. Does that release say why he has decided to barricade himself in?
We don't have any additional information. As a matter of fact, information came in from West Columbia at 5:58. So we've had this in our hands just within the last couple of minutes. But the West Columbia Police Department, again, confirming the address of that hotel, the Hilton Garden Inn on McSwain Drive in West Columbia. Traffic has been shut down around that location. They're asking drivers and people in that area to be cautious, because this is an active scene.
And earlier today, of course, this affected a school in that area, East Point Elementary. I believe the students were not allowed to leave for quite some time this afternoon.
There were periods of lockdown for 2 private schools in that area. We know East Point Elementary was one. We also heard at one point that the students at Glen Forest. Now, we reached out to Lexington District 2 as to whether or not they had to change any of their dismissal processes because of what was happening at the hotel. Haven't heard back from them yet on that. But the bottom line is, this is going to be an issue for drivers for the next several hours because of the amount of traffic that is now along Highway 378.
But at this hour, we do know shots have been fired, authorities say by the suspect. We don't know if there's anybody else in the room with that suspect, and we don't know why he has barricaded himself inside. We are still working to get some answers to all of this evening. As we continue to follow this, we'll continue to update our website as well. For the very latest, go to our website. That's WLTX.com.